Hey, what's up, everybody? That's
Nathan.
and I'm Matthew, and we are half of Madlina Lake, and you are watching the Kerrang podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Hello and welcome to the Kerrang podcast. Here I am with Matthew and Nathan of Madlina Lake. You're on your UK tour. How's it been going?
Yes, we are finally. It's been amazing. We finally feel kind of normal again.
Yep.
Been sidelined, obviously, for quite some time, aside from some festivals. But now being out daily, doing what we are supposed to do, I feel like, is finally we feel like we're back fully in action.
That's cool. How's it been for you?
It's been great. I mean, life at home, like we were just talking about when you go on, when you've been on tour for 6-7 years, basically, and then every time you have a break, it's a culture shock being at home. Then you extend that by a year and a half, and that culture shock turns into a real life challenge.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So you must be thrilled to be sort of back doing what you do normally.
Yeah, I love it.
Cool.
I love it.
So you've been in Europe with My Passion. How have those shows been?
Fantastic. I mean, we did, I think, 5 shows in Europe, and then got to the UK 2 shows ago. This will be our 3rd back in the UK. But to be honest, I mean, love Europe. Everything is amazing. But to be back in the UK is really kind of our home base, and that is an extraordinary feeling, and has lived up to its,
expectations.
Exactly.
That's
so
cool. I mean, do you have any particular cities? Stop question, but do you have any favorite places to visit?
Yeah, well, I would say, I mean, in the UK, just to point out the highlights, I think, Birmingham, Manchester, and London are always 3 you can count on for sure, and those are, London is today, and we've got the other 2 coming up, so yeah, it's just so nice to be back in this life circumstance, I should say,
Yeah, definitely. And you've got a brand new album out, World War III.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about the recording of it and, how it continues the story you've been building over the years? Yeah,
well, this was our best experience in terms of writing and recording. We decided to produce, engineer, mix, write, and record all by ourselves. This time we got to be completely ourselves in every way, every step of the way. And I think that's, as a band, that's who we're supposed to be, how we're supposed to make records. Yeah. And this one really reiterated that to us. Yeah. So we're thrilled with it.
Yeah, we touched upon it at Download, but you play, Billy Corgan, Smashing Pumpkins, worked with you on some songs. Has it still sunk in that you've sort of recorded with one of your heroes?
It's incredible because it's sort of a constantly evolving situation. We've become quite close now. Yeah. So, and the surreality of it, it's still, it hasn't even sunk in, but, we've, he invited us to listen to their record in their studio in Chicago when it was finished, and we sat down and just had, these one-on-one conversations with him for a long time. We're actually becoming friends, and he continues to be as profound and enlightening and amazing, as ever, and now he's becoming a close friend, so it's just a wonderful experience.
I understand he's a dab-handed table tennis. Has he, challenged you?
Really? See, now I didn't even know that
there
yet.
You go.
But
he's got long arms.
He does have long arms. He's quite tall. There's some advantages, but it's not volleyball, man. It's table tennis. Yeah. And I think, that's a good challenge we should look into.
Yeah. When you say he's got long arms, are we talking Mr. Tickle of the Mr. Men books? Like 6-foot arms, or
yes,
slightly?
Yes, we are. Right, stand right in the middle, and you could launch one way off the side, and it'll just be like.
Obviously, you can't reveal any dates yet, but do you have any plans for, to come back sort of the UK next year?
Yeah, we're actually exploring. We're I think definitely going to be doing one of the festivals at least. Well, a couple of them, but I think we're looking into coming back as early as potentially March, but definitely by May, spring, we're going to be setting up another handful of dates. So
excellent.
Yeah.
Cool. To round off the podcast, I know you're big football fans, which is unusual for Americans. Soccer. So remind us which team you sort of follow. Is it Chelsea?
I'm an Everton supporter, if you could believe that.
Why Everton? I mean,
well, and it's weird. It's hard to explain, I suppose. But one of the first football matches we'd ever watched as kids, like we were like babies, and watched Everton Liverpool in an FA Cup final.
All right.
And so from there, that kind of became, I always end up picking the losing team, right. And Matthew ends up picking the winning team.
I was a Liverpoolian.
Yeah. Excellent. So do you watch the matches in the US?
Yeah. We have there's I think it's called Sky Network. You can get on your cable package. So right. My cable package consists of the absolute basic, and then an extra 20 meatballs just to watch all the Premiership games. Yeah. That's it.
So what do you think of your team's chances this year?
Well, every single year we're right in the middle of the table, if not below, right? And that gets frustrating, but it's going to go ahead and say it's a long shot. Yeah. But we have fun being in the middle anyway, so we're safe from relegation usually. So that's
so it's a glass half full, half empty kind of approach to football. Yeah. Well, what about you? Because you're bound to win something this year.
Yeah, my mighty Reds. The glass is always pouring over the top.
Excellent. So it's that kind of spirit you need. Yeah. Especially if you lose to Newcastle at the weekend.
Listen, I know it's.
Cool. Yeah,
it's getting hot under the collar.
You win some, you lose more. It's okay.
Because you look identical. Which one of you sort of went to a sort of football camp in Italy to sort of play football? Was that you?
Both of us.
Oh, actually. You did?
Yeah.
Cool. Did you wear the same shirt with kind of comedy 2 necks?
Yeah, it helps. With upper bodies like this.
Yeah, you got to represent these.
Yeah. So you probably together you'd fit into a small.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
So, what was that experience like for you?
Oh, man. They just kicked our asses. They were, we're very short and very light. Mm-hmm. And that doesn't fly when you get to the big leagues. Right. And then it doesn't help that you're American.
Oh, yeah. By the time we got to Italy, after playing at university, mm-hmm. By the time we got to Italy, we were, mulling over an offer to play for a third division team. And our teammates, alleged teammates that we were training with, they were spitting on us and pushing us around, beating us to hell.
Teamwork.
Yeah, exactly. The camaraderie was much appreciated. So we decided to bow out and rent an acoustic guitar at the local library in Florence.
There you go.
Made the change.
There you go. And here we are. So if people spit on you, get a guitar and you could be in a band that travel the world.
Just abort.
It doesn't mean they like you.
Yeah. do you get any weird guest list requests when you hit that part of Italy you went to?
Oh, we have had a few signs that people were holding up signs that were saying "Welcome home" and things like that. Yeah. And I thought that must be the one guy who liked us.
Yeah.
That was spit Giovanni off the list.
Exactly.
The scars run deep. Well, we'll look forward to seeing you tonight and next year. And it's been an absolute privilege to speak to you again. And always good.
And you, thank you.
No worries,
a pleasure, my friend.
Cool, man.
Always, Simon. Thank you.
Thank you, and thanks for the sip of that afterwards.
Oh,
just rub your shirt on it.
I have no.
Smells of raspberry. Hey, where's my drink?
Here we go.
Sacked.
There you are.
Thanks. Look at this.